Fire in the hole! Let's cook some ribs. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard barbecue grill. What I got going on for you today is I've got a whole slab of baby back ribs and we're going to cook them on the rotisserie. I'm going to use my Only Fire rotisserie basket to cook these ribs. I'm going to cut them up into pieces and fit them in the basket. But first I want to take the membrane off the bone side of the ribs. I've already got a butter knife inserted up under there, and I've got my paper towel at the ready because I want to take that membrane off of there. And I asked my buddy Tango Joe, I said, why don't the big barbecue places, you know, that you go to, why don't they remove the membrane from the back bone side of the ribs? He says, well, when you're cooking 50 or 60, there you go, got it off of there, look at that. He said when you're cooking 50 or 60 racks of ribs a day, it doesn't pay to take the membrane off. But if you're doing it in your backyard, of course, then it makes sense to take the membrane off because it's inedible. It doesn't taste good. You don't want that on there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the ribs into pieces because I'm going to cook them essentially the way I do chicken wings. I'm going to get them in the Only Fire basket. First I got to rub them with some Sangs and I got some Uncle Steve's Gator Shake that I'm going to use today on my ribs. Got to cut them apart. Yeah, there you go. A little hard cut. Alright, I got that one done. So I'm going to cut them into chunks like that and cook them in the Only Fire basket. I'm going to rub these with some, they're so meaty. You know, that's the nice thing about baby back ribs is they got a lot of meat on them. That's what I like about them. I'm going to hit these with some Sang stir fry oil. You know all about Sang stir fry oil, right? If you haven't been watching my channel, then you don't, but if you do, it's good stuff. It's garlic flavored oil, and I use it as my binder. And we binder both sides of the ribs, and I've got my buddy Craig sent me some Uncle Steve's Gator Shake, and I've used this before. I don't think I used it on ribs, but Uncle Steve products are really good. I'm going to put this on these ribs. I'm going to put both sides of the ribs with the Gator Shake. I'm going to get them in my Only Fire basket and get them spinning on the rotisserie, and I'll show you what that looks like when I get done with this, you know, putting the rub and the oil on them, cutting them apart and getting them in the basket. So stay tuned. I've got the ribs in the Only Fire basket. I've got them rubbed down with that Uncle Steve Shake, and I've got some cherry wood producing a light smoke. We're going to smoke them. We're going to cook them actually for about an hour and a half, and I think after an hour and a half they should be ready to eat. We're going to sauce them with a very special sauce that I got from Pepper Palace. It's apple cinnamon barbecue sauce, and yeah, we're just going to let them go on there until we get a little cook on them, and then I'm going to come back and spritz them with some apple juice. When I come back, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Stay tuned. The ribs have been on there for about 30 minutes. I'm going to give them a spritz with some apple juice. Keep them moist, keep them from drying out. I'm starting to get a little bit of pullback on the bone. Not enough, not as much as I would like. I need a little bit more liquid to come out of that thing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, apple juice spritz for my ribs, for my rotisserie ribs. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I don't think they're going to be much longer on here. They'll be done. And we're going to sauce them the way I do with chicken wings. I'm just going to dip them in the sauce. Oh, it's hot. It's hot, I tell you. It's hot. Alright, yeah. Stay tuned. I'll bring you back maybe when I spritz them one more time, or maybe when we go ahead and sauce them and eat them. So stay tuned. It's been about an hour and a half and the ribs are done. I've got really good pullback on the bone. In fact, they're almost falling off the bone. They're probing tender. They're nice and juicy. I don't know how much of a smoke ring I got, but what I'm going to do now is I got some of this. This is cinnamon and apple barbecue sauce that I got over at Pepper Palace. I'll put a link in the description. If you have a Pepper Palace near you, you're going to want to go over there and check out what they got, because their stuff is awesome. And what I'm going to do is just slather it with some cinnamon apple barbecue sauce all over the ribs. And I'm going to toss them a little bit in that sauce. Get them all covered in sauce. Sauced up nice. Oh boy, it smells amazing. You can smell the cinnamon and apples in that barbecue sauce. Oh, it's making my mouth water. I need a little bit more of that on there. I should have shook that jar a little bit better. Yeah, cinnamon apple barbecue sauce. Cinnamon apple baby back ribs on the rotisserie. How do you think about that? Woohoo! Man, those smell good. They're still hot. And they're getting glazed up in barbecue sauce, which is not a bad thing. That Uncle Steve's shake is some amazing stuff, I'll tell you. Thanks, Craig, for bringing me that that stuff. I had it before, but you reintroduced me to it. I'll tell you. Had it a while back. Can't remember when I had it. This piece of this is just a piece of, you know, excess meat. Doesn't have any bone in it. I think I'm gonna make that my priority for eating. So let me get this plated up, and we'll get a beer and take a taste. So stay tuned. All right, my ribs are done, and here's the Frosty Root Boy mug. You know, star of the show. And here's a beer. I believe I've had this before. This is Bell's Flamingo Fruit Fight. Now, I'm pretty sure I had this beer before, and I don't know what prompted me to buy it a second time, but for some reason I did. So it must be good. I don't know that I really like it a lot, because it's a tart ale brewed with passion fruit and lime. So there's only one way to find out, right, Rob? We got to pour it out and try it again. I've already had it one time, and I can't remember. It's been so long, I can't remember if I liked it or not. But you know, Bell's Brewing Company is a hell of a brewing company. So maybe I liked it. Who knows? I guess we'll find out, right, Rob? We gotta take a sniff of it first. Passion fruit and lime. I can definitely smell the fruit flavors in there. Flamingo Fruit Fight. It's hard to say. Let's quaff the froth off it, Rob. What do you think? It's not bad. It's not bad. It is tart, like they said. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that one. Good beer, though. Good beer. Let me get. You know what I want to? I want to eat this piece here, because it's like the end piece. You know, it doesn't have any bones in it. I can't wait to bite into that. Oh, that's delicious. You know, I'll tell you what. Not much of a smoke ring, but the good pullback on the bone. Definitely probing tender. Yeah. A little bit of a smoke ring. Right there. See it? I'll tell you what. Hour and a half and they're done. Yeah. I'm gonna go eat that. Yeah, babe. So, that's my video. You know what I always say. If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go open the iCard, visit my buddy Craig. He sent me that awesome rub. That Uncle Steve shake, some good stuff. Go down the description and buy yourself some Uncle Steve shake. Go up the iCard, subscribe to Craig. He's a cool dude. Subscribe to me. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment on this video. I love your comments. I love to talk to you. And yeah, that's it. That's my video, babies. We'll see you next week. Bye.